So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how we can set up the Arduino IDE platform to communicate with our XIAO ESP32 board that is now currently mounted on our expansion development kit. The first thing we need to do, now this user interface, I'm using a Mac, so for Windows users is slightly different. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go to preferences. Okay, if you're using a Windows, it will be file preferences. For the Mac, it is under Arduino IDE settings. All right, then we have the preferences. Okay, what you need to do is under the preferences at the bottom here, there is this place called additional boards manager URLs. All right, now you need to enter this string. Okay, now where do I get this string from? Okay, this is from the document over here, which is available on their website. Okay, so since we are using the ESP32S3, we need to copy this entire URL. All right, now when you copy this entire URL, just be careful because it is on two separate lines. When you try to copy, it may insert a space between this dot and this word GitHub user content and so on. All right, so just make sure that when you copy this entire URL, there is no gap between the dot over here, the raw dot, and then this second line over here. Okay, once you place that over in this entry here, click on OK. All right, now that will ensure that it downloads any necessary links to boards that you need to use later on. All right, now how do I add the boards? So to add the boards, you need to go to Tools, Board, and Boards Manager. The easy way is, of course, on this side panel, the second icon here is also the Boards Manager. All right, so over here, what do you search for? You can search for SEEED, seed. All right, now, in the past, all right, if you look at the documentation, it will say search for Arduino XIAO. But that has already been superseded with this new package under Silicon Labs. It has sort of covered all these additional boards. So as you can see, it also covers Seed Studio, the XIAO series. Okay, so I've already installed it. Okay, in your case, what you need to do is you need to click on the install button to install this package. Okay, once you install this package, you are good to go. And what you need to do is, coming back here, you need to make sure that when you go to Tools, Board, go to ESP32 and select the board that we are using. In this case is XIAO ESP32S3. Okay, you need to select this board. All right, now once that is done, you can load the sample code. Okay, what is the sample code, or the default code is always the blinking LED. So go to File, go to Examples, Basics, and Blink. Okay, so I'm going to open up this. Okay, and I'm going to close the other one. Okay, so this is the ID that I just opened up. All right, so this is the default code that you can use to run on any Arduino board. This LED built in is referencing one of the LEDs that is on the microcontroller board itself, and then we are just going to blink it high and low with a 1 second delay between each state. Now, what is the next step? First, you have already selected this board, ESP32S3. You need to select the port. Again, this port information can vary depending on whether you're using a Mac or a Windows. Okay, in this case I'm using a Mac, so I'm going to select this. Now, to upload the code, you need to make sure that you are have already connected your board, okay, to the microcontroller using the USB-C cable. Okay, so this is a USB-C connector over here, and I need to connect that to my computer that I'm using. Now, let's go ahead and upload the code. Now, before that, there's just one more thing that you may want to check. You want to make sure that this selection USB CDC on boot is enabled, and the other one is the upload speed. Okay, you can change the upload speed to 115200. All right, just make sure these two settings are done correctly, and we can try to upload the code. Okay, so in this code, what I'm going to do, what is written here is basically is to blink the LED on and off every 1 second interval. Okay, so I'm going to click on upload. So it will compile the code. Generally, for ESP32s, I've noticed that the compilation time is a bit longer compared to the normal Arduino Uno board. Alright, so you just need to wait a bit more. But once it compiles, it will automatically download the code to the board. Okay, so if you see the board right now, the LED blinking is this orange LED. Currently, it's blinking at quite a fast rate. Once the code has been uploaded, okay, currently it's uploading now. Once that is complete, you should be able to see that the LED will blink at a much slower rate. Okay, so you can see that now the LED is blinking at a much slower rate compared to earlier. So this tells you that we have successfully connected the board to the computer, okay, and the Arduino IDE is able to communicate with the board and download the code. Alright, so great job, and I will see you in my next video where we'll explore more exciting things with this development board. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.